இது ஒன்று.
ஓகே,
ரெண்டாவது மேம்
சரி. மேம் அனுப்புனாங்க அவருக்கு.
தினேஷ் ப்ரோ நீங்கள் தானே அனுப்புனீங்க அதை பார்லிமெண்ட் இமேஜ் அது எதுன்னு சொல்லுங்க ப்ரோ.
இதா
அதெல்லாம் இல்லை.
கீழே வா, அந்த மேமோட பார்லிமெண்ட் அதை அனுப்புங்க ப்ரோ. சரி அதை எடுத்து கொடு ஃபஸ்ட்டு, அந்த 3 சைடில் கொடு.
இல்லை இல்லை ஒட்டுக்கு லைனாக போட்டுக்கோங்க, போட்டு குழப்பிக்கிட்டு லைக் கட்டாக்கா அஃபீஷியல் குரூப்பில் போட்டியா? மேம் லிங்க் எனக்கு அனுப்புங்க, அடிஷனல் சொல்கிறேன்.
தினேஷ் ப்ரோ நீங்கள் தானே அனுப்புனீங்க அதை பார்லிமெண்ட் இமேஜ் அது எதுன்னு சொல்லுங்க ப்ரோ.
இதா
கீழே வா, அந்த
Good
மேமோட
morning, all is already here. I welcome you all for the youth parliament conducted by School of Management, Skct College of Technology. The idea of youth parliament is very simple: to get the youth of the nation into a direct conversation with the people who frame policies and the people who matter. There are 8 participants for this youth parliament. The 4 participants will be speaking for the motion as the ruling party, and another 4 participants will be speaking against the motion as an opposition party. Before introducing the participants, the motion which we are putting to the floor is Electricity Amendment Bill and Telecommunication Bill 2022. Now it's time to introduce the participants for Electricity Amendment Bill 2022. The participants who speak for the motion as a ruling party are Ms. Ashika Ishwaramurthy, Union Minister; Ms. R.P. Aranganathan, Corporate Affairs Minister; Mr. Kabilesh John Manigandan, Power and Renewable Energy Minister; Mr. Karthik Chidambaram, Finance Minister. The participants who speak against the motion as opposition party are Ms. Sri Shweta Shivakumar, Ms. Sujita Shivakumar, Ms. Sona Shekhar, Mr. Kaviraj Nagarajan. Now let us start the winter session youth parliament. Our first speaker, who is introducing the motion Electricity Amendment Bill 2022, will be Ashika Ishwaramurthy, Union Minister.
Respected Madam Speaker and members of the Parliament, we, the ruling party, are here to put forth the Electricity Amendment Bill for the year 2022. Before the Electricity Act of 2003, the Indian electricity sector was guided by the Indian Electricity Act of 1910 and the Electricity Supply Act of 1948 and the Electricity Regulatory Commission Act of the year 1998. The generation, distribution and transmission were carried out mainly by the state electricity boards in various states. The issue with the Electricity Act of the year 2003, the previous bill, is that our government has been incurring losses for the past 10 years, not because of the power generation or transmission, just because of the power distribution, which is being taken care by state government discoms. This loss is mainly due to the operational inefficiency of the discoms, and we are in a debt of rupees 90,000 crore, which affects the revenue and overall GDP of our nation. This is the main reason we are moving towards the Electricity Amendment Bill of the year 2022, in which the discoms will be handled by both the public and private sector.
Respected Madam Speaker, I rise to oppose the introduction of the electricity. Respected Madam Speaker, I rise to oppose the introduction of the Electricity Amendment Bill 2022. In 2003, there was an Electricity Act to protect the interest of consumers and supply of the electricity to poor and rural areas. Now, this Privatization Act has provided an obligation to the 2003 Act by making this electricity supply privatization. Where private companies will always be profit-oriented, there won't be any welfare-oriented. These schemes are to safeguard the people of our country, but common people are suffering a lot. But to end this, 27 lakh power engineers were protesting against this bill. So this privatization will lead to privatization of profits and nationalization of losses. Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy, you are answerable for the opposition party.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Well, the Electricity Amendment Bill amends the Electricity Act 2003. This act is also regulated with the electricity sector in India, and it is a setup of Central and State Electricity Regulatory Commission and to regulate the interstate and intrastate matters. And the Electricity Amendment Bill is multiple discom in same areas, where the Act provides the multiple distribution license to operate the same area of supply, and also the bill removes the requirement. It adds that the discom must provide non-discriminatory open access to its network and all other discom operating in the same area on payment of the certain charges. And then the power procurement and tariff regarding this amendment bill is upon the multiple license for the same area, the power and associated cost as per the existing power purchase agreement, that is a PPA of the existing discoms, will be shared between all discoms. And then the licensing for the distribution in multiple states, as per the bill, the CREC will grant the license for the distribution of electricity in more than one state. And regarding the payment security, the bill provides the electricity will not be scheduled or dispatched if adequate payment security, and is not provided by DISCOM. The central government may prescribe the rule regarding the payment security. And contract enforcement, the bill empowers the CERCs and the SCRCs to adjudicate the dispute regarding the performance of the contracts. They refer to contracts related to sale and purchase or transmission of electricity. And renewable purchase obligation is that the Act specifies the renewable purchase obligation for DISCOMs. RPO refers to the mandate to procure a certain percentage of electricity from a renewable source.
Madam Speaker, the Power and Renewable Energy Minister's point is single thought and hectic. They don't have enough groundwork. Renewable energy cannot suffice the needs and wants of the Indian industries because 64% of industries are dependent on coal for its electricity. Due to international crisis, India does not get sufficient amount of electricity due to coal. And this makes cities like Maharashtra suffer a lot in recent times. Their power shutdown is more than 6 to 7 hours a day. And if this continues, this may affect other cities also. And mainly, we don't have enough trains to carry the coal from other states. The ruling party does not concentrate over this and does not take any action and give a solution for this. And also, the privatization system is implemented, then 63% of people will be affected because they are below poverty line and the people are earning their daily wages. And they maximum contribute the majority of Indian population.
Ministry of Finance, you can give your points for the opposition party.
So we are not increasing the benefits for everyone. We are only increasing the benefits for industrial and commercial area. For farmers and domestic, we are keeping the same subsidy rates of ₹1 and ₹6. And according to the finance analysis, the central government is contributing 24.6% of power generation, and private is contributing of 49.5% power generation. And as you all know, India is the third largest in the world to produce current. And the distribution is always and by government companies of 90% and 10% of private companies. There are 56 distribution companies and 36 are running loss. And our government always faces a loss of 90,000 crores. And this year we have allocated a budget of 36,065 crores. So privatization of distribution could be the only way for marginating the losses. And as per the analysis, in 21 there's 33,000 crores loss, and in 20, 27 crores loss, and in 19, 496 crores loss. We are really facing losses in power and electricity sector. So privatization would be a key way to marginate the losses.
Madam Speaker, I would rise to oppose the introduction of Electricity Amendment Bill Act, because how could you say that only privatization is the way to face a loss of about 90,000 crores? We have so many factors. We the opposition party, we have some factors like we could replace the digital meters, because so many digital meters are not working in so many houses. So if you replace the meters, then the electricity bills will be collected properly. So the revenue will be increased more. And then I have to introduce one more point. The state government power has been completely reduced. All the power has been given to central government. Then what's the role of state government we are here? We are here to take care of the electricity department. Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, we have invested ₹1,59,000 crores for the infrastructure. Now we are giving to the private department. Then what's the role of us? And the private government didn't invest much amount in this department. Then they will enjoy only the profitability. So I would not interested in this amendment.
If you people are that much efficient and if you people are that much powerful, then what is the need of getting this bill down here?
what we are saying is we cannot want to do is the privatization. We just want to run it by central government. Because if you give it to the privatization, the state government will lose the power. As per the Indian Constitution law 1948, Dr. Ambedkar said that electricity is a service department. So in the service department, you didn't give it to the privatization. So for the service department, the central government only have to take the powers. They have to only work on it. So giving to privatization is not the solution for this. So please understand, Madam Speaker, we are opposing this rule.
As Madam Speaker, I want to oppose the opposite parties by saying that the corporate players will come into entry. There will be a much better infrastructure for us. And this infrastructure will lead to the efficient uses of the electricity and its distributions. And if the infrastructures will increase and with the power supplies to all the sector will lead to development of our country and increase our GDP growth. So as this will benefit both the laymen and the industries for in the long run. And also as this opposition parties MP says, there will be no service in. But in private sectors, there will be a much service-oriented company which gives a better service to the people. And also in Companies Act 2013, each and every private company has to be controlled and regulated by a government. So its power and authority is in our hand, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, this privatization process was undergone by UK. They didn't find any success because of this implementation. They faced many problems because of this privatization. So, if it is implemented in India, most of the common people will get affected because of this privatization. And also, private companies are involved in power supply only in profitable areas. All the profit will go to them. The government will have to undertake power supply to village and agriculture areas. If the profitable areas are privatized, subsidies cannot provide benefits to another segments. The state government considers this to be a violation of the right of the state government. Also, the state government feels that increasing this will worsen the financial position of the state electricity board.
Madam Speaker, I have an opposition to what the opposite party has said. We are not going to privatize the total sector as the finance minister has already quoted. And also they quoted about the UK Parliament, and our Parliament is completely different from UK's. Their legislation is different and the process of their work will be completely different. They have privatized the total sector, but we are not going to do so. We are just going to make a part of it as a private and a part of it will be public.
Madam Speaker, globalization can be compared with other foreign countries. And you ruling people go to other countries for business expansion. But my comparison is a problem for you.
Your comparison is not a problem. You can compare in many countries. Is UK's economy and Indian economy one? Same one? Is the population same one? India's population is 7 times larger than UK. Do you know that? And also, UK's has been privatizing the sector fully. We are only partializing the sector only for distribution.
Madam Speaker, their GDP is more. 2.6 billion pounds losses because of this privatization in UK. Even the developed country like UK cannot succeed this plan. Then how India can face this?
Again, I would like to mention this to the opposing party. You people are always talking about privatization and why are you going for business for other countries and all. That makes the revenue for our country. Why you people are not understanding it? You people are always opposing the points, whatever we say. I would like to put forth it again that we are not going to privatize the entire sector. We are just going to privatize one part of the electricity board and one part will be remain public. So if any issues even occur, it will be taken care by the government.
Madam Speaker, when one part of the part is being privatized, the common people is suffering more. But the main reason for this, that is a statistic.
Madam Speaker, I'm hearing an opposition for what?
I asked the ruling party minister to give a way to the opposition party to complete the statement. The main reason for this is 80 to 85% of the cost of power is the cost of power purchase. And the main reason for this is 80 to 85% of the cost of power is the power purchase. And the power purchase agreement is still going for 25 years. And
that will be no reduction to the for the consumers who's below poverty line, and a public will be cheated more because of the private companies.
Madam Speaker, public will not be cheated because we have been putting a contract enforcement regarding this private companies, where I have noted that the CERC and SERCs, the private company will be signing into the contract. As per the contract only, we have been going to supply the power, and also the performance and the sales and purchase of transmissions of electricity also been put into contract. Regarding that, there will be no any breach of it.
Madam Speaker, I have a question for the ruling party. First of all, 80% of the electricity authority begins with the state government, and we take the decision, right? Then the ruling party should ask the permission of the state government first before bringing this amendment. Did they did so?
There is no need to take permission from the state governments since the power generation, transmission part and all, we didn't get permission from anyone. So it is taken care by central government. There is no need to ask from the state government since the topmost part is controlled by the central.
Okay, fine. But if any electricity crisis occurs between the states, for example, if sudden cyclone comes, people will question us only, not you. Where the people will go and question, where they raise the question to the electricity boards of the state government, they'll question us. What answer we'll give for them?
We are there to just answer the people. We, the ruling party, are not against the state governments because all the states only compose a nation. And also, Madam Speaker, as we were repeatedly saying, we are not going to privatize the entire sector. Only a part of it will be done. And also, we, the ruling party, are making this point sure that common people will not be affected. Only people who are above the slab rate, like who are consuming the electricity more, only will be affected because of this. So we would make sure that common people are not affected because of this. So finally, I request our Honorable Madam Speaker to pass the Electricity Amendment Bill for the year 2022.
Madam Speaker, I would like to quote an example. In the year 1996, in Orissa government, they have handed an electricity department to the American company named AES. They have faced an electricity for 1 year, and then suddenly a storm came. They have faced a loss of about 300 crores. At that time, the private company fly off. They asked the government to pay all the losses. Then what will you do for the same situation will happen here in all the states?
Do you think that we are going to do it just like that? Do this complete sector to someone who is private, someone who is ready to go away? We are going to give this particular sector to only recognize, and the process will be so big. You know it, right? Being the opposing party, definitely you will
People
have
are selected the central government to take care of the electricity department, not the private department to take care of the electricity bill.
You are not at all understanding the opposing
Please
party.
understand, people elected you for taking care of their people.
Madam Speaker, they are not at all understanding what the point is. The control
Madam
is
Speaker, I am
the
coming with an example. They have to give an answer for this one. Please give an answer for this.
You are keeping on talking about state government. The fact
I
is
am not
we are
taking
talking
about the state
the
government.
nation.
I am giving an example of year 1996. Just give a solution for this one.
I'm giving the solution, right? We are not going to just like that give this particular sector to the private companies. Do you think we are going to make the entire sector to the private companies?
Okay, so we come down.
I think the opposing party is not going to understand what we are quoting. I hope Madam Speaker would have known about
Madam
this.
Speaker, I would like to ask one question. If suppose losses happen due to storms or cyclones, then what will be the central government's role there? Then who will pay the losses?
Ruling party, come on, give your answer.
As Minister quoted that we are not going to give the entire thing for the private party, so we will be taking in charge, and if any losses occur, we will be taking in charge and we will question the private government.
Madam Speaker, I would like to also to add more points on this point. With giving a privatization to electricity, it will be in state revenue loss and the increase in tariff rates. The electricity bill now you are paying in your homes is around 3,000 means it will be increased up to 6,000. That double the amount the consumers have to pay. Most importantly, the consumers will get affected. So that's why we are keep on repeating the privatization of electricity department will be the nationalization of losses and privatization for the private departments.
As Madam Speaker, I want to say something. What is the problem of the opposition party? As the first the production department and the transmission department comes to privatization, it's not in our period, Madam Speaker. They are only the first to initiate the privatization in electricity. இது அவங்க கொண்டு வந்தாலும் சரி நாங்க கொண்டு வரப்ப மட்டும் எதுக்கு இப்ப அப்போஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க நீங்க தான் பதில் சொல்லணும் மேடம் ஸ்பீக்கர். Madam Speaker, yes, we accept. During our period, we brought the privatization, but the common people of the consumers are affecting here because of the increase in tariff rate. But there is a statistics of National Coordination Committee of Electricity consisting of 27 lakh power engineers was against the bill, and the head of Ms. Prasanna have told that the private companies don't have any proper discussion with the common people and how they will be they will answer to the public.
I would like to repeat one point once again, like the people who consume more, the people who are using AC and all the luxury products only will be affected because of this, not the common people, common layman people will be affected. So you are always considering about the state government only. What about the 90,000 crore loss we have occurred because of the state government discounts? How we are answerable to the government, to the central government? You are having only care only to the state government. We are also a part of the station and we are also for the people and we are made by the people. So I finally request the Madam Speaker to pass this electricity amendment bill for the year 2022 without any further discussions.
I shall put the motion regarding Electricity Amendment Bill 2022 to vote. I repeat, I shall put the motion regarding Electricity Amendment Bill 2022 to vote. The question that the Electricity Amendment Bill 2022 has been taken into consideration. Now, the session is open for polling.
ஷோ ரிசல்ட் கூட இது நம்ம ஷோ ரிசல்ட் நம்ம ஃபஸ்ட் காமி ரிசல்ட் வரட்டு ஃபஸ்ட்டு லைவ் நான் மட்டும் தான் போட்டிருக்கேன். இரு போட்டுன்ட்டு காமி ஃபுல்லாக ரிசல்ட் வரட்டு இதே ஓப்பன் பண்ணுவேன் இப்போ தான் போடுறேன். ரிசல்ட் வருமா போட்டுமா 3 seconds டைமிங் வந்து ஓகே. அவங்களுக்கு போகலாம் நான் கன்வேயர் பேசிட்டு நான் தான் போலிங் அவங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவேன். இவங்க போலிங் முடிச்சுட்டு போய் பாஸ் ஆகிடும் அவங்களுக்கு தனியாக போடுவாங்க. இது முடிச்சு நான் வந்து பேசுவேன் சொல்லிடுவேன் சும்மா ஒரு 1 minute பேசிட்டு போடுவேன். அதுக்கு போ இது முடிக்கிட்டு டைம் முடிஞ்சோடனே ரிசல்ட்டுக்கு போ. இதே இதை வச்சுட்டு அதுக்கு போகணும். சரி பரவாயில்ல F1 அமைக்கிட்ட இது வரட்டு 0406 டேப் கொடுத்துச்சு 0406 பரவாயில்ல லாஸ்ட்டுக்கு போ இது அக்ரினா நீங்கள் வந்து ஓகே விட்டு அப்படியே இருக்கா அப்படியே.
The count is favorable for the ruling party, so the bill will be passed.
Good morning, friends. I am appointed as a convener to convey some points about this bill. I hope you have understood what the electricity bill and the objective. And I am going to give a little bit summary about this bill. Actually, this bill is now going on the winter session. Winter session is happening. Winter session Parliament is really happening for the last 3 days. So this bill is considered, and the debate is going on the Parliament, that is the Lok Sabha. So I am going to give what the motive of the bill, why they are going to privatize this bill. So first we should understand the electricity sector. We know that India is third largest as
Ashika said, India is third largest in electricity producing and electricity consuming. But we are having power shutdown everywhere, every time, even though there is a DMK or ADMK, we are having some power shutdowns. But the fact is that the coal in our country, most of the electricity is produced, 60 to 70 percentage of electricity is produced from coal. Coal is very much abundant in India, but there is a shutdown. The reason is not in the coal, but in the distribution. There is a many problem in distribution, like logistics, supply chain. There is a the rails are not available for the distribution of coal. So only Modi has also come up with a national logistics policy also 4 months back. So the problem is that coal is mined only mostly by Coal India, which is a government company that is mining, and the second part is goes to generation from coal to electricity. It is done as finance minister said, it is done 49.5% by private and remaining 50.5 by state and central. So mostly power generation is done by private only. Like companies like that Tata Power, Adani Power, and other power companies. State governments also are producing this electricity. So next come to transmission. From this generation industries to transmission. The transmission companies, you may know that Adani Transmission, L&T Transmission, Toshiba, and other government companies also, they are transmitting from generation companies to the state government electricity board like TNEB, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, Punjab Electricity Board, Gujarat Electricity Board. The fact is that the generation companies are profitable now, and the transmission companies are profitable. But when coming to the state electricity board, who are known as distribution companies, DISCOMs, they are known as DISCOMs. They are for the past 10 years they are in loss. Every year they are in loss of 20 to 30,000 crore, as finance minister quoted that. So how this loss happens is due to many reasons. It is known as AT&C loss. If 100% of electricity transmitted, only 80% will reach to consumers. There is electricity weak, there is infrastructure, low infrastructure in India, we know that. But UK has implemented by privatization, they have changed the total infrastructure, but it does not work out. They have occurred a loss of 2.6 billion pounds. So India is trying to make that infrastructure by giving the privatization, because government will not provide that much infrastructure like private. So this discount companies like TNEB or Punjab Electricity Board, Maharashtra Electricity Board, these are occurring losses for the couple of years. So this discounts is going to be privatized now, not for fully, but partially. Partially means it's 51-49% something. So in the electricity lanes, towers are same. The state governments only should provide the towers and lanes, but distribution companies will come for a tender and they only distribute the current. For example, if Tata and Adani is taking the distribution in Tamil Nadu or India, you can choose like telecom. How telecom is there? There are many players like Reliance, Reliance Jio, other Airtel, VI. Like that, you can choose your suppliers. Tata is also distributing the current. Adani is also distributing current. They convert this traditional meter to smart meter, which is prepaid. So you can prepay the current bill, and you can recharge like a mobile phone. You can choose the suppliers. You can choose Tata or Adani, anything, or government. Government is also providing. But the fact is that government will always see for the sake of farmers. So the major loss occurs in farmers, because Tamil Nadu farmers, they are full free. So they are occurring loss 6 lakh crore rupees. And for subsidy industries like government aided industries, so they are also occurring losses. Only the profit comes in domestic, commercial, and commercial and industries. The profit comes in these three parts: domestic, industries, and commercial. Is lesser than the loss occurring from the farmers and the subsidy industries and government industries. So they are debt of 90,000 crore. So the central government has not taken the permission. Yes, it is true. They have not considered. They have not taken the permission from the state government. They have passed the bill in this winter session. So as audience, we are going to pass. We are going to generate a poll, and you have to pass in your WhatsApp group. So you are going to agree or disagree this bill. You agree or disagree, you can choose the agree or disagree options. From that, as an audience or people, we are going to get your opinion also. The poll may be generated and it is shared in your WhatsApp group. You can start voting it. You have two options: agree or disagree. Agree means you can pass your bill. Disagree means you cannot pass your bill in this youth parliament.
இல்லை நான் அந்த லைவ் ரிசல்ட்டு சும்மா பார்க்க இது வச்சுட்டு ஓட்டு போடுறாங்களா சும்மா செக் பண்ணி ஓட்டு போடுறாங்களா ரிசல்ட் எப்படி பார்க்க முடியும் ஷோ ரிசல்ட் அது வரும் எவ்வளோ ஓட்டிங் கணக்கு வருது ஓகே எயிட்டி ஓட்ஸ் அப்படி வந்துச்சு எல்லாமே போட்டாங்க டோட்டலாக 200 வருமா இப்போ 200 வருமா ஸ்டார்டிங் நிற்கிற வரைக்கும் வரல போன டைம் மாதிரி அந்த நடுவில் கரெக்டாக இந்த டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணிடு எனக்கே நீங்கள் எந்தெந்த ஃபோட்டோ போடுறீங்க என்னன்னு எதுவுமே தெரியல அதனால நான் குழப்பிடுச்சு இது ஃபோட்டோ வரலையா விண்டர் ஸ்டேஷன் பார்லிமெண்ட் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி பில் ஃபோட்டோ வரும் அதுவே நீங்கள் ஒழுங்காக கொடுப்பீங்களா ஏதோ நாங்கள் எப்பவுமே என்ன பண்ணோம் ஒரே டிவியில் எல்லா ஃபோட்டோவும் போட்டு வச்சுக்கோம் நீங்கள் மாற்றிக்கலாம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா டேப் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி வச்சுருக்கோம் இல்லை பிபிடி 83 நான் போடலாம் நம்ம போடலாம் சாரி நான் போட்டேன் லாஸ்ட் ஓட்டிங் நான் போட்டுக்கிட்டா நீங்கள் பேச இல்லைடா நம்ம சரிவா நம்ம ஓட்டு நாங்களும் ஓட்டு போடலாம் we have to என்ன போடுறோம் என்ன கொடுக்குறோம் உனக்கு எதிராக ஒன்று ஓட்டு போட்டிங்கன்னு எப்படி கேட்க சொல்லுங்கள் ஆளார் ஓட்டு everyone has submit the poll everyone has submitted polling is going to end everyone voted 140 டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணிருப்போம் Result is displayed in the screen and we can see that most of the audience has agreed to the bill. Out of 170 votes, 93 have voted to agree the bill and 56 have voted to disagree the bill. So the people is supporting for the bill, so the bill can be passed. If the bill is passed in the parliament, but people disagree with the bill, sometimes happens. For example, farm bills. Farm bills is passed in the parliament, but people or specific set of people who are farmers have been taking the protest more than 1 year, and after 1 year, the farm bills are repealed, that is retaken by the government. That's not effort and the protest they have been put. So, from this youth parliament, what we are saying is, if as a people, even though the bill is passed in the parliament, as a citizen of India, you have the rights to protest against any bill, and you have the power to repeal the bill. So, the first bill is passed, and there is a second bill also, which is a draft telecommunication bill. The second session will start now. Thank you.
Now, the second session of the Youth Parliament begins. The motion which are putting to the floor is Draft Telecommunication Bill 2022. The participants who speak for the motion as a ruling party are Ms. Ashika Ishramurthy, Union Minister, Ms. Aarti Aranathan, Corporate Affairs Minister, Mr. Kabilesh Jyoti Manikandan, Communication Minister, Mr. Karthik Chidambaram, Finance Minister. The participants who speak against the motion as an opposition party are Ms. to the Union Minister.
Respected Madam Speaker and members of the Parliament, we, the ruling party, are here to put forth the draft telecommunication bill for the year 2022. The bill is passed for the public consultation and proposing the comprehensive legislation to replace three laws: the Indian Telegraph Act 1885, the Indian Wireless Telegraphy Act of 1933, and the Telegraph Wires Unlawful Possession Act of 1950. This is a 100 years old bill, and in this technologically advanced era, we are supposed to reframe the laws and legislations. The main thrust of the bill is to protect the users and people of our nation from unwanted threats and unwanted issues. The bill allows the government to fix the accountability on tech platforms which provide communication services such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Netflix, Zoom, etc., and several other OTT players may need a license or registration and have to comply with the telecom sector of our nation.
Ministry of Communication, give a detailed explanation about the bill.
Yes, Madam Speaker. The draft of the telecommunication bill is an update attempt to the government regulatory framework, and it is also keeping an advancement in changing the technologies. And then this advancement is needed in three main legislation domain, which is outdated and have been enacted more than 70 years back. In Telegraphy Act enacted in 1885 and Wireless Telegraphy Act 1933, and the Telegraph Wireless Unlawful Possession Act 1950. The telecommunication bill looks to repeal this legislation and restructure the legal and regulatory framework for the telecommunication sector. And then how the telecommunication bill has been affected to the over-top communication service, that is an OTT platforms, where the over-top communication services refers to the service which provides to the real-time person-to-person. Some of the consumer protection measures also been in the draft bill, where to the curtail the ever-increasing incidence of the spam calls and frauds, and the draft bill purposes also for the identity of the communications and using any form of telecom service. And the facility would not be available for voice calls, but also for the OTT communication services also. To ensure that the users provides a correct detail of the draft bills, and they are penalizing providing a wrong identification of 50,000 of fine, and they suspend the operation. And the incursions of the draft bill also takes it out, and from the preview of TRAI, that is a Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, and gives the government the power to take a stringent measures against these violations.
Madam Speaker, I rise to oppose the introduction of draft communication bill 2022. What are the issues would be happen because of this bill? First bill is the OTT platforms like messaging apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Zoom have to go through the license of Unified Access Service License. For this license and registration, they have to pay an amount of huge amount of around 500 to 600 crores. So when you comparing with the Indian startup companies who are going to introduce the same app, they are not able to pay that much amount. So we are completely dependent on the foreign companies. And the second important point is the end-to-end encryption will be completely disabled. In the draft telecommunication bill, they clearly mentioned that the data privacy will be get leaked, because nowadays in WhatsApp we are getting end-to-end encrypted messages. But due to the passing of this bill, these messages will be get decrypted. So anyone can view a message, because the central government has completely taken the full privacy data of these applications. And the most important point is TRAI, the Telecom Regulatory and Authority Body of India. They are the one who are regulates and control the telecommunication department for the past years. But in this draft bill, regulation has been taken off. It just has been considered as a recommendation body. There is no use in it. So this bill would not be recommended for us.
Madam Speaker, the privatization sectors have been using this around for 10 years, and they are not paying any license for them, but their profits are always being doubled. As per the spectrum, they are getting about for 9,400 crores, and they are earning profits double times the spectrum which they are getting. And by the telecommunication sector, the finance industry is getting around 117 crores income, and it is an 8,000 contribution to GDP. And this year, the budget is for 84,587 crores, and we expect a revenue of 92,552 crores. And what is about the national security? Social media apps are the most apps which are leaking information to other countries, and it's being a national threat. And to stop the national threat, we have to pass this bill.
using the messaging apps like WhatsApp. People are benefited due to this. Due to this tariff, do you expect the people to pay the subscription fees for monthly and use those apps? What happens to the education sector then?
Madam Speaker, I want to oppose the opposite parties. They are saying that the layman will be get affected, but it's not true. The layman only get benefited out of this. We have to see in this long term. அவங்களுக்கு தொலைநோக்கு பார்வையில் நான் எடுத்து வைக்கிறேன். If this plan is implemented, every 5G user has to be registered themselves under KYC registration. So therefore, no other data theft or any spam call or any messages from the unwanted member. As each member has displays with the name of the KYC users. And each users and every applications will be each and every second is monitored under our control. For example, if there is any issues nowadays, such as anybody account is being hacked or seized, there is no proper medium to deliver the report or issue the reports to them. But if we implement this draft, the people will get the more proper medium to report their problems and get benefited from that. So they have proper medium. And also, if the 5G spectrum players or any users have any major issues or get involved themselves in bankruptcy, the government will take their power back and will continue by this government. That's all, ma'am.
I have an objection towards the ruling party. Digital India will be affected here. What if COVID-like crisis occurs? The social media apps like Zoom, Google Meet are used by the poverty line, were used by the students below the poverty line. And the common people who have to reach out for separately for recharging for the separate SIM, and they have to reach out for the social media apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Instagram. And they need to spend nearly 1,000 rupees, and they will be suffering a lot, where the corporate companies will not be suffering. So passing this telecommunication bill will be affecting our government.
Respected Madam Speaker, I'm having a contradiction to what opposing party said. I think the opposing party likes the foreign apps a lot, I guess, because we are in a technologically developed era. It will definitely not going to affect digital India. They can create their own app within 3 to 6 months period with all the features what those foreign apps have. So why do you people keep on quoting that low-level people will be affected, our consumers will be affected? Why we can also give free apps to our people, right? Why can't we do that? We can create our own and we can give it to them.
Madam Speaker, I would like to include a point on this. This ruling party has said that we will itself create the applications. But what's the major factor we are facing is, by implementing the draft telecommunication bill for the licensing and registration, the startup companies have to pay a huge amount of around more than 500 crore rupees. That how could a startup pay the huge amount? That's our question. So you can do the licensing process, but the registration process for the Indian companies, you should reduce the amount. You can fix a large amount of money for the foreign nationals. That's what we are trying to say. Please understand.
I think we have not even fixed the amount, but he's talking that we will be asking them to pay a larger amount. We have not even fixed the budget for this.
For Try, for Airtel and Jio, for voice calls and non-voice calls, for the license and registration, they are paying a huge money of around 600 crore rupees. That's the issue we are facing here. That's what we are trying to say here.
Respected Madam Speaker, there is a difference between Airtel, Jio and that telecom sector and what we are speaking in this telecommunication bill now. I think the opposing parties keep on opposing the points whatever we say.
Not we are opposing whatever the points they say. We are opposing the points which are not justice to the people. For example, if you are going to fix the tax rates for WhatsApp and Facebook, they will pay subscription fees for each and every customer. Now we are using.
But what I'm saying that we can create our own app. We can create our own government app. Why are you always depending on the foreign apps?
We are not depending on the foreign apps. Now we are forecasting the future and say that if the WhatsApp has been paid, the subscription fees has been paid, so the normal public people will get affected. That's the issue here.
Madam Speaker, we have been developed the app and we have been given a beta version in the Play stores and Apple stores. So users can also use that application Telegram messages. So we have been planned regarding this thing, and we have been developed the application. So opposing party, I think they don't know about it.
Madam Speaker, I have a contradictory point from the ruling party. They said that they will develop a software or application when people facing the critical situations like pandemic situation. So here I don't think that if they develop a software or application while people are facing a struggle, this will not be a correct solution for them. So my point is that if the government make prior arrangement for the critical situations, like they develop a free application or software in prior, and instead of bringing the subscription, if they bring this, then this will be useful for the people to use.
I would like to give a quote this again. Like we are already having an Indian app which is similar to WhatsApp, Facebook and Telegram. We are having so many applications and beta version of those applications are available and all these apps are in developing stage. So even if a pandemic occurs, we can use our own apps for free. Why we have to depend on those foreign apps like WhatsApp? You are always saying about we have to pay subscription fees, we have to pay off this much amount, people will be affected. We are saying that we can create our own instead of getting from them.
And also adding upon the point, if you face a problem in WhatsApp or Instagram, who will you complain? Is the Indian ministry responsible for it? The telecom ministry responsible for it? So we have to take the responsibility, and that's why we're developing our own app.
Madam Speaker, also they have mentioned in the bill there should be an internet shutdown during the critical situations because people will start protest against the government. But my point is that if there occurs the internet shutdown, most of the people will get affected because of this. Many people they are from foreign countries, they need to connect with their family members and also with their relatives. And nowadays most of the studies are in online, so it will be definitely affected. My point is that, and also the most important point is the people could not able to get knowledge about what is going around them. If internet shutdown occurs, then this would affect the people and their mindset also will be affected.
Madam Speaker, I have a contradictory point towards the party where internet shutdown is a major thing where recent times Jadika to protest and also the farmers protest without the internet shutdown we can't manage things where the internet shutdown will be most powerful thing. Why? Because there will be more நிறைய வதந்தி பரவ ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். ஸோ வந்து இன்டர்நெட் ஷட்டவுன் வந்து இருந்தால்தான் வந்து வதந்தி வந்து பரவாமல் தடுக்க முடியும். ஸோ மக்களும் வந்து அவேராக இருப்பாங்க. இப்போ வந்து தப்பான ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து நெட்டில் இப்போ வந்து ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக வாட்ஸ்அப்பு டெலிகிராம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பரவ ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். ஸோ அப்போ பரவும்போது வந்து நம்ம வந்து இன்டர்நெட் ஷட்டவுன் பண்ணல அப்படின்னா வந்து அந்த மாதிரி பிரச்சனைகளை வந்து நம்மளால ஃபேஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. அதனால தான் இன்டர்நெட் ஷட்டவுனுக்கு வந்து நம்ம முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்குறோம்.
Madam Speaker, I would like to encounter one point. In last year, in India, we have faced totally 563 internet shutdowns. Due to this internet shutdowns, we have faced huge economic losses. In this bill, they said that in the past bill, the regulatory power has been within the TROI and the telecommunication department. But now this has been given to the state and also the district level regulatory bodies. So whoever can do the internet shutdown means the economic losses will be heavier to our country. So this should be rewritten in this draft communication bill.
Madam Speaker, இங்க ரெவன்யூ பத்தியே பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனா மக்களுடைய பாதுகாப்பை பத்தி பேச மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. ஒரு பெரிய போராட்டம் ஒண்ணு நடந்துச்சுன்னா முதல்ல மக்களை பாதுகாக்கிறது நம்ம முக்கிய வேலையா இருக்கணும், முக்கிய கடமையும் கூட. நம்ம ஒரு மக்கள் ப்ரொடெஸ்ட் அவங்களுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ஒண்ணு ஆனாலோ ஏதோ ஒரு பெரிய ப்ராப்ளம் இஷ்யூஸ் ஆனிச்சுன்னா எதிர்கட்சி ஆப்போசிஷன் பார்ட்டி வந்து அவங்களோட இந்த பொறுப்பை எடுத்துக்குவாங்க. மேடம் ஸ்பீக்கர்.
Madam Speaker, we are not saying that complete internet shutdown. We are saying that the power and regulatory should be only with the central government and the TROI. It should not be given to the district level regulatory bodies. That's what we are trying to say. Please understand.
We are definitely not going to give those things to the district sectors. Definitely it will be taken care by the central government and everything will be under control. So we can give assurance for this as ruling party.
Madam Speaker, I would like to ask one question to the ruling party. In what basis the spectrum has been allocated to the richest man in India? what are the regulations and terms and conditions you have gone through?
The opposition party has quoted the richest man of India. We are not allocated because he is the richest man. He faced all eligibilities. That is, there were 4 major competitors, and we have allocated a particular spectrum of 200 crores for him. And his network is everything fine. That's why given him, and there is no inequalities in the distribution of spectrum.
Madam Speaker, I like to raise a question towards the ruling party. There is a lot of corruption in 2G spectrum. What is the guarantee we don't have any corruption in the 5G spectrum if we give to a specific corporate leader? Madam Speaker, I want to say something to that. As 2G spectrum க்கு 5G spectrum க்கு ஏகப்பட்ட வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு. அவங்க பாஸ்ட்ல இருந்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஒரு 5G ஸ்பெக்ட்ரம் கொண்டுட்டு வரதுக்கு இப்ப எவ்வளவு டெக்னாலஜிஸ் இருக்கு, எவ்வளவு ப்ராஸ்பெக்ட்ஸ் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஒரு எலிஜிபிலிட்டி கிரைட்டீரியா நிறைய செட் பண்ணிருக்கோம். Such as the applications network, their previous transactions, and the purpose of their apply for their 5G spectrum are considered into view, and for that we proposed and we selected our players to the 5G spectrum, ma'am.
Speaker, taking the opposition party's points, valid points into consideration, we will make the revised version of the telecommunication bill draft and we will submit it to and this telecommunication bill draft will be revised and will be opposing in the parliament.
By considering the discussions regarding draft telecommunication bill 2022, there is a need for many changes and updations in the bill. The bill will be taken into consideration in the next session of the youth parliament. Now, the youth parliament is adjourned.
Again, I am appointed as a convener for the telecommunication bill. So, this telecommunication bill is also considered in winter parliament session. So, this bill is about especially for 5G, because 5G option is over and they are going to implement satellite connection, infrastructure connections are doing in India. Many tests are done by Alliance, and Modi is also part of it, part of the test. So this telecommunication bill is the motive of this bill is to license the OTT platforms. For example, in previous days we will recharge for calling and messages. We will recharge for telecommunications. For example, Vodafone, BSNL. But now you are using WhatsApp calls and WhatsApp messages, video call. You are paying just the internet charge, but not for the message you are passing. Both are different. What the content is provided by the WhatsApp you are using, but you are not paying for the WhatsApp. You are only paying for the telecommunication, which is you are recharging only. So by this 5G, the 5G applications who are Reliance, Jio, Adani, and VA and Airtel, they have proposed the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister has said we are going to license this OTT. By licensing this OTT, it is about 500 to 600 crore. The WhatsApp, Facebook, or something like Netflix, or the Zoom, Google Meet, they are going to be licensed nearly 500 to 600 crore. So if they are licensed to that much amount, what WhatsApp will do? The WhatsApp will start a subscription charge. If you want to use a WhatsApp, you need to subscribe a WhatsApp, or you need to subscribe the Facebook, or you need to subscribe the Netflix. Already Netflix in subscription, but even the tariff rates may vary after this bill is passed. So the opposition party is claiming the point that the consumers are affected, but if 5G application has to be profitized in the future, this bill should be implemented. So this bill is also considered in the winter session parliament, and we not completed this session, youth parliament session. We are just adjourned and shifted to the second session. I hope the second session will be done by our juniors in the coming days. Okay, we have done. Thank you.
So what was the session? Yeah. So thank you so much, Parliament members.